Part of the relationship with our pets is understanding each other's language. Our dogs tend to figure us out pretty well, and they understand what we're trying to say. And sometimes we can clearly understand what our animals are trying to say. For example, when it's feeding time, you'll be able to, oh, look, he wants to get fed. How about when it's time to go for a W-A-L-K, which you don't say walk because, oh, right away they know exactly what that means. Well, there's a number of ways that our pets communicate with us that sometimes we might not be aware of. One of them is their overall attitude. The amazing thing about pets is they get up every day and they're happy. They're ready to face the day. They have a good attitude. I wish that I could say that about myself. Nonetheless, that's how it is. Most of the time, if our pets are healthy, they're ready to go, they're happy, they're accepting. If they're not, that usually means something is wrong. They're telling you something. I might be sore. I might be lethargic. There might be something wrong. And this might sound very obvious, but another way that your dog might talk to you is shaking his head, shaking his head, shaking his head. You think, what the dickens is going on? What is he telling you? Most likely he's telling you, there's something wrong with my ears. In which case you can lift the ears. You can smell them. You can look in them. And very often what you might say is, oh, holy smokes, this ear's really red or it's hot. And why did you look? Because your dog was shaking his head. That's a way of telling you something. How about this? How about pawing? Pawing at the nose. Well, yeah, you're going to do that for me. Pawing at the nose. Your dog is telling you something, that something doesn't feel right. Maybe it's because there's a loose tooth. Maybe it's because there's a little bit of inflammation. Maybe, in fact, it's something wrong with the nail on the foot. So there's a lot of ways that your dog will communicate with you. The key thing is to be an owner who listens. It's so easy for us to ignore something or to think, it's not important. But if your dog is acting differently, if it's vocalizing differently, that would be another one, of course, whining. A lot of times you say, why is my dog whining? We'll have that sometimes in a vet clinic. The owner comes in, there's something wrong, but I don't know what it is. And that's what I love about my job as well, that we can help owners understand what their pet is saying, because we're able to, with our training and with our experience, sense things by feeling, by listening, by looking, and doing additional testing. So listen to your dog. It may be something simple. Time to eat. Of course, that can happen many times a day. It could be something subtle. Oh, my one joint is starting to hurt a little bit. Maybe I'm getting a little bit older. It might be that my circulation is a little bit compromised. Of course, they don't know that. And that's why we work together in this partnership of veterinary and owner and pet, veterinary client patient relationship, we call it, in order to best promote and safeguard health and the relationship that we have with our pets, a positive one.